Always a ton of style coming through the tunnel in New York City. The Knicks confident and composed as they get set to take their home court. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. With Craig Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Keldon Johnson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Champagnie in at the two-guard spot. And for New York, they've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the point. This is the most wonderful time of the year. Christmas and the NBA. All wrapped up, Greg, into one beautiful package.
It is, partner. And as a player, it was always an honor to play in those Christmas Day games. And now it's an honor for us as announcers to call them. It's one of the best days on the NBA calendar.
Mikal Bridges at the line. One shot.
One shot.
And that one misses. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And it's Paul missing. Now the Knicks with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
So it's the Spurs now. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. San Antonio with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Sohan. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Here's Brunson. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Towns up top, defended by Wembanyama. Bridges, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got 5.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Wembanyama high post. Ball outside. Spurs passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama, a screen. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Inside, he swipes the ball away again.
And whether on ball or in help, he's a constant threat to take the ball.
And of course, to reach second in steals all time. What a disruptor defensively he has been and continues to be.
Yeah, Jason Kidd's looking over his shoulder, knowing his spot on this list is in serious jeopardy.
Here's Hart following the bucket by the Spurs. Brunson, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Here's Bridges. Barnes grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Champagnie. Brunson covering. A shot by Champagnie, no good. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Barnes with it. Brunson picks him up. Barnes against Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. Second, the Knicks.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Now here's Towns, coming off 31 points last game.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
There's a screen by Collins. Here's Vassell. Misses the 3. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Payne. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Ryan, covered by Vassell. From the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. To the paint, trying to find Achua and gets it to him.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's getting around 8 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Precious Achiuwa, a guy who I think has a high upside. And the reason I say that, he runs the floor. He's got tremendous athleticism. He's able to fit in around great players. He just needs to continue to work on his game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. And Trey Jones subbed in for Paul. Good on the second free throw. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Collins, good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Puts the move on. The shot missing.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Miles McBride. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the basket by Vassell.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Brunson the pass to Achua. Rebounded by the Spurs, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Jones against Brunson. To the middle, pass to McBride. There's a screen by Achua. Here's Dadier. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And that one falls for Jones. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Here's Sims. Bridges for three. Rebounded by Castle. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Vassell against Bridges. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Knicks trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Hart to end the run. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Miles McBride. Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama with it. Shoots over Towns. Wembanyama, no good. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Castle after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Sohan. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Wembanyama against Towns. In the corner, Sohan with it. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Castle. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Spurs lead by 4. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Then you know what to do. Show us your move.
Payne, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And San Antonio with the change here too. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Castle. Bridges left side.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
First team foul.
Anunoby outside, and it's Payne in the corner. Now here's Hart, defended by Sohan. Hart, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Paul, right side, sinks the 15-footer. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
His entire career, he has been a knockdown mid-range shooter. Go ahead, CP3.
Towns for 3. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Spurs lead 25-22.
34 seconds left in the first half. Towns against Wembanyama. Clock is at 3. Bridges with the board. Payne passes to Towns. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Looking at San Antonio, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Spurs leading by 3. On the court right now for the Spurs, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Then it's Barnes, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Champagnie in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Bridges following the shot by Chris Paul. Anunoby finds Brunson. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. Bridges outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And San Antonio shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Paul, right side. Shot from free throw range. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Unloads. Rebound by Zohan.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Now here's Hart. He's got 5. Back to Brunson. No good that time. Good D by Barnes. Spurs leading by 3. And Bridges with the block.
That activity on the defensive end paying off for Bridges right there.
And Brunson has it in the corner. Brunson with another miss.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Zohan with the ball. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Some nice passing by New York here. Towns the screen for the lead. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barnes passes to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Hart. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And the Knicks with possession here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bridges. The shot, no good. Good D by Barnes. Pass to Sohan. Back to Paul. Here's Champagnie. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Bridges. Wembanyama, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Paul after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Wembanyama outside. Down low, here's Champagnie. That drops, nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to McBride. Brunson surveying the D. Towns down low, defended by Wembanyama. And that one drops. Towns has got 9.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks sitting in.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's a look at some of the stats for Mikal Bridges.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Right side, Jones. Pass to Collins. Back to Jones. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
To the middle. Achua, the pass to Towns. That shot off the mark. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Kolek. Inside. Here's Towns. And he makes that one. Towns has got 11 points.
I'll tell you this. Nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Johnson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Three-point goal.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You got to make hustle plays. Be first to the floor. Rebound the ball and run. Rebound the ball and run. Let's get to the line. Cut hard so we get fouled on it.
Greg, you know he's always going to demand aggressiveness.
Yeah, but you get why, though. The little hustle plays make a big difference in these close games.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Jalen Brunson out there with Cameron Payne. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Collins, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Knicks trail by 4. At the top of the key, Sims. Pass to Payne. Line to Vine Brunson. Gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Over Castle. Sweet move. And it's Brunson missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Vassell, right side. In the corner, Collins with it. Fires it up. It's rebounded by New York. He lobs it up.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Spurs lead 37-35.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Collins. To the inside. And the basket by Castle.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Here's Payne. There's a screen by Achiuwa. Payne passes to Achiuwa. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Teams are always looking for efficient buckets. This in the painted area by Achiuwa. Yes, sir.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Poked away. Here's Champagny. Brunson covering. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Absolutely automatic in catch-and-shoot situations. Go ahead, CP3. We see you.
Here's Wembanyama. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hart. Ball passes to Sohan. Barnes screen on Hart. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, that's for 2, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Oh, they get it back. Here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the paint. Here's Sohan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So hot at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. In the corner, it's Bridges. Towns the screen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
That's his third. First team foul. Mikal Bridges at the line. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Bridges.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Now here's Paul. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. Right through the cylinder that time, all net. And the Spurs lead by 5. New York's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Brunson over Paul. Brunson, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Wembanyama passes to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Brunson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Down low, here's Paul, and the Spurs scoring again.
Chris Paul is as competitively tough as they come. Good finish on the interior.
Here's Brunson. San Antonio with the rebound. Paul outside. Pass to Barnes. Back to Paul. Here's Champagnie. 5 on the clock. Drains the three-pointer. Champagnie's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, despite his size, Jalen Brunson loves to operate in the painted area.
Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And San Antonio has possession. Outside, Jones. So it's San Antonio with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.